So we're about a week in to the first season of DLC for Star Wars Battlefront 2, and it's been rather good so far, hasn't it? There's a lot of positives to take from it. I like the addition of the new heroes. The crate map is an absolute joy to play, and it's always good to have more sequel content or sequel trilogy content for Starfighter Assault. All good. I'm really enjoying it so far, but like all things, there is always ways that it could be improved, and dare I say, there are things missing from the Last Jedi DLC, which would be very welcome indeed. Now, before I go any further, I should probably say that there will be some spoilers for The Last Jedi, so if you have not seen the film yet, then go away. Come back when you have. Right, now that I've got that little bit of admin out the way, let's jump into it! Now, one thing right off the bat that I would have liked to have seen more of, and that is skins for particular characters. In particular, the old skins for Luke, Leia and Han. Now, with Han, it would have to have been from The Force Awakens, because obviously he's not in The Last Jedi. And with Leia, it probably would have made more sense to have her character from The Force Awakens included in the skins, because, well, she's wearing a dress. It's going to be a bit, well, I don't know. It could work. It could work. Either or, really. I mean, the Emperor runs about in a robe, so I'm sure Leia in her dress could work. And then having Luke's old character. Now, you've got a few choices here. You can either have him like on the islands Luke in either his Jedi robes or his sort of rain mac weathered attire, or his skin or his look from the final act in the film when he goes to Crate. Oh, that would be, it's quite similar to what we have already, but I think there's ways that they could have tweaked it. So it would be quite different from the Luke that we have at the moment. I think it would have been a good thing to see, especially since quite a few people have said, where's old Luke? I think that would be a good thing that they could have included. I would have also included the Praetorian Guards. They are absolute badasses. They are, of course, Snoke's personal guard. And while I don't think they would have made heroes, I don't think they're quite hero status, they would have been really good as reinforcement troops. Any excuse really to put the Praetorian Guards, because they're so cool. And that fight between Rey, Kylo Ren and the Guards is just brilliant. Oh, I love it so much. I love the film. I've seen it many times now. Many times. Next on my very hastily thrown together list is a map of the Supremacy, which is of course Snoke's flagship, and it is massive. It looks like a massive boomerang, but don't let that fool you. It is really cool. It would have been really good to have a playable map going through the ship, and in particular Snoke's throne room. I think that would have been a great little location to visit and shoot people in. It's an amazing piece of set design, and it's a real what if. And of course, the Galactic Assault writes itself really, because you could literally take Finn and Rose's mission from The Last Jedi, where they have to get on board the ship and then disable the tracker so that the Resistance ships can jump to light speed. You know, Galactic Assault, that's sorted. Just pad it out a bit with a few extra objectives and you've got yourself a new Galactic Assault map. I know they don't want to copy the films too much, but that would work. That would work perfectly. It's almost as if they wrote that for Battlefront 2. Now, I know we've already got Poe Dameron as a hero in his ship, but I would really like to see Poe Dameron as a hero just on his own, like a boots on the ground kind of hero. We've already seen him as a pilot, we know that he's good, but we've also seen him here and there, bits on the ground with a blaster, and he seems a pretty dab hand with a blaster, and he is just one of the coolest additions to the whole Star Wars universe. So it needs to happen at some point. Surely, maybe it'll be DLC for Episode 9 that will get a playable Poe Dameron. And my final thing that I'm bringing to the table here is for Starfighter Assault. Now, this is probably one of my biggest gripes with the DLC, is, like I mentioned before, it's good that we've got more sequel trilogy stuff for Starfighter Assault, but Dakar, it just feels like they've thrown it together last minute. I don't know. It's good, I enjoy it, but it's probably the weakest of the Starfighter Assault maps. And I think what they really should have done was included the Dreadnought in the map, and have the Dreadnought involved in the objectives for the game. Not necessarily, you don't want to follow the film with absolutely everything. I understand that the game wants to be its own thing, and if you look at all the Galactic Assault maps that are sort of inspired by the films, they don't follow them detail for detail, but it puts its own spin on it. But I do think that the Dreadnought ship should have made an appearance in the Dakar map for Starfighter Assault. It just seems like a bit of a missed opportunity, really. In terms of vehicles, the Dreadnought class ships are definitely a worthy addition to Star Wars. I want to see more of it coming up in future DLC. Obviously we're going to get DLC for Episode 9. I think that's pretty much a given at this point. Hopefully, we'll have the inclusion of Dreadnought ships in Battlefront 2. It's a wasted opportunity if they don't, because the thing is massive. It'll be good to fight against. Why did I go high pitch there? I got very excited. I'm very sorry. Anyway, guys, that's just a few ideas that I have for what I would have included in the Last Jedi DLC. Who knows? Maybe we'll get this in the coming weeks. We don't know. They've basically outlined what the season is. It's going to be mostly sort of daily challenges, but you never know. They might throw in a few little surprises here and there. Ah, that would be good, wouldn't it? Anyway, I'd be interested to know what you guys would have liked to have seen in the DLC. Let me know in the comments below what you would have included or what you would have taken out, and we'll have a little chat about it. How lovely that is. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more, hit subscribe. That'd be lovely. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one.